Good evening and welcome to Medical Dialogues, your daily dose of health and medical news. I am Dr. Nandita Mohan and I will be discussing a report on the COVID-19 drug Paxlovid. According to a recent report, the COVID-19 drug Paxlovid could be risky for people taking some commonly used medications. As the number of Omicron cases continues to increase in India and worldwide, recently approved antiviral pills could be a game changer for the most vulnerable. However, the experts have cautioned that some of these new medications may not be safe for everyone and might require careful monitoring by doctors and pharmacists. The FDA has recently given approval for the emergency use authorization Paxlovid developed by Pfizer Inc. for treating mild to moderate COVID-19 in adults and children 12 years and older who are likely to be at greater risk for severe infection. This came after the fact that in clinical trials, Paxlovid was shown to reduce COVID-19 related hospitalizations or even death from any cause by 89% compared to placebo in patients treated within 3 days of symptom onset. This degree of efficacy is probably the highest seen till now. However, the use of drug comes with a word of caution for patients with comorbidities due to the drug-to-drug interactions involved with the use of Paxlovid that can alter the systemic concentration of co-administered medications. Paxlovid was authorized by the US FDA for mild to moderate COVID in people as young as 12 years having an underlying condition that increases the risk of hospitalization and death from the coronavirus, such as diabetes and even heart disease. Paxlovid's treatment is a combination of 2 pills taken over a 5-day period. The Paxlovid cocktail consists of 2 tablets of the antiviral nirmatrelvir and 1 tablet of ritonavir. However, one of the 2 drugs in the antiviral cocktail could result in severe or life-threatening interactions with widely used medications, including blood thinners, statins, and some antidepressants. Further, Paxlovid is not recommended for people with severe kidney or liver disease. As per the fact sheet released by the US FDA, co-administration of Paxlovid can alter the plasma concentrations of other drugs and other drugs may alter the plasma concentrations of Paxlovid. Paxlovid is however contraindicated with the following interactions: alpha-1 adrenoreceptor antagonist alfuzosin, analgesics pethidine, piroxicam, propoxyphene, anti-anginal ranolazine, anti-arrhythmic amiodarone, dronedarone, flecasinide, propafenone, quinidine, anti-gout colchicine, antipsychotics lurasidone, pimozide, clozapine, ergot derivatives dihydroergotamine, ergotamine, methylgoronovine, HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors lovastatin and simvastatin, PDE5 inhibitors sildenafil when used for pulmonary arterial hypertension, sedative hypnotics triazolam, oral midazolam. Based on the FDA fact sheet, there are clinically significant drug interactions that need to be kept in mind. Caution is warranted and clinical monitoring of patients administered with calcium channel blockers including amlodipine, diltiazem, felodipine, nicardipine, nifedipine is recommended. A dose decrease may be needed for these drugs when co-administered with Paxlovid. Co-administration of anti-cancer drug aputamide is contraindicated due to potential loss of virological response and possible resistance. Avoid co-administration of encorafenib or ivosidenib due to the potential risk of serious adverse events such as QT interval prolongation. Avoid the use of neratinib, venetoclax, and ibrutinib. Co-administration of vincristine and vinblastine may lead to significant hematological gastrointestinal side effects. Co-administration of alfuzosin is contraindicated due to potential hypotension. Co-administration of pethidine, piroxicam, propoxyphene is contraindicated due to the potential for serious respiratory depression or hematologic abnormalities. Careful monitoring of therapeutic and adverse effects is recommended when fentanyl is concomitantly administered with Paxlovid. Monitor methadone maintained patients closely for evidence of withdrawal effects and adjust the methadone dose accordingly. Co-administration of ranolazine is contraindicated due to the potential for serious and life-threatening reactions. Co-administration of antiarrhythmics like amiodarone, dronedarone, flecasinide, propafenone, quinidine is contraindicated due to the potential for cardiac arrhythmias. Caution is warranted and therapeutic concentration monitoring is recommended for antiarrhythmics if available. Closely monitor the INR if co-administration with warfarin is necessary, and there can be an increased bleeding risk with rivaroxaban. Co-administration of anticonvulsants, including carbamazepine, phenobarbital, phenytoin, is contraindicated due to potential loss of virological response and even possible resistance. In case of antidepressants, monitor for an adequate clinical response to bupropion. Adverse reactions of nausea, dizziness, hypotension, and syncope have been observed following co-administration of trazodone and ritonavir. Avoid the concomitant use of voriconazole. Refer to ketoconazole, isavuconazonium sulfate, and itraconazole product labels for further information. Co-administration of colchicine is contraindicated due to potential for serious or life-threatening reactions in patients with renal or even hepatic impairment. Ritonavir is an HIV protease inhibitor. Patients on ritonavir or cobistatin containing HIV regimens should continue their treatment as indicated. Monitor for increased Paxlovid or protease inhibitor adverse events with concomitant use of these protease inhibitors. Because nirmatrelvir is co-administered with ritonavir, there may be a risk of HIV developing resistance to HIV protease inhibitors in individuals with uncontrolled or undiagnosed HIV-1 infection. Co-administration of lurasidone, pimozide, clozapine is contraindicated due to serious or life-threatening reactions such as cardiac arrhythmias. If co-administration is necessary, reduce quetiapine dose and monitor for quetiapine-associated adverse reactions. Co-administration of rifampicin is contraindicated due to potential loss of virological response and possible resistance. Alternate antimyobacterial drugs such as rifabutin should be considered. Caution should be exercised when co-administering Paxlovid with digoxin with appropriate monitoring of serum digoxin levels. Discontinue use of bosentan at least 36 hours prior to initiation of Paxlovid. Co-administration of dihydroergotamine, ergotamine, and methyl ergonovine is contraindicated due to potential for acute ergotoxicity characterized by vasospasm and ischemia of the extremities and other tissues including the central nervous system. Increased grazoprevir concentrations can result in ALT elevations. It is not recommended to co-administer ritonavir with glecaprevir or pibrentasavir. Patients on ritonavir containing HCV regimens should continue their treatments as indicated. Monitor for increased Paxlovid or HCV drug adverse events with concomitant use. Co-administration of St. John's wort is contraindicated due to potential loss of virological response and possible resistance. Co-administration of lovastatin, simvastatin contraindicated due to potential for myopathy including rhabdomyolysis. Discontinue use of lovastatin and simvastatin at least 12 hours prior to initiation of Paxlovid. Consider temporary discontinuation of atorvastatin and rosuvastatin during the treatment with Paxlovid. An additional non-hormonal method of contraception other than ethinyl estradiol should be considered. Therapeutic concentration monitoring is recommended for immunosuppressants. Avoid the use of Paxlovid when close monitoring of immunosuppressant serum concentrations is not feasible. Avoid the concomitant use of sirolimus and Paxlovid. Co-administration of salmeterol is not recommended. The combination may result in increased risk of cardiovascular adverse events associated with salmeterol, including QT prolongation, palpitations, and even sinus tachycardia. Co-administration of sildenafil is contraindicated due to the potential for sildenafil-associated adverse events including visual abnormalities, hypotension, prolonged erection, and syncope. Co-administration of triazolam, oral midazolam is contraindicated due to potential for extreme sedation and respiratory depression. Co-administration of midazolam should be done in a setting which ensures close clinical monitoring and appropriate medical management in case of respiratory depression and prolonged sedation. Dosage reduction for midazolam should be considered, especially if more than a single dose of midazolam is administered. Increased risk for Cushing's syndrome and adrenal suppression, alternative corticosteroids including beclomethasone and prednisolone should be considered. The fact sheet stated that there is a need for the healthcare providers to consult appropriate references for comprehensive information. Therefore, there is a need for doctors and the pharmacists to consider the potential for drug interactions prior to and during the Paxlovid prescription and thereby review the concomitant medications during the Paxlovid therapy. Thank you and stay safe.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.